Hello, I'm Stewart Bloor. See the water behind me? It's not a river, it's not a stream, it's a brook, officially a brook. And all of our rivers in the area are well up at the moment. Can't believe the weather. It only seems like a few days ago we had snow and frost and ice, and now we've got rain, and it's pushed the rivers right up. But I decided to come and fish this particular brook. Never fished here before. Very, very shallow. When I say you can step over it, I really mean that, and you can see the bottom. It's so shallow. But there are places that have got bends and overhanging trees and all that sort of thing. So I've decided to come and give it a go. And where I'm actually fishing now, it is about 4 feet at the moment. That's only because the place is in flood. But never fished here before, don't know anyone who has. Dropped into a nice little peg, fishing blind. Normally I would fish very, very light, but I've actually got a cage feeder on, a 17-gram cage feeder. I will need that to cope with the flow. And do you know something? I feel really excited because this takes me back to when I was a kid. I didn't come from an angling family and we didn't have a car, so I literally fished local waters. And one of the places I used to fish was Pencommon Duck Pond that contains nothing more than sticklebacks. And I used to actually go and deliberately target the sticklebacks. And this sort of fishing takes me back. So I'm not likely to catch any monsters. Having said that, you never know. That's the great thing about angling. I'm not likely to catch any monsters, but I can tell you something, whatever I catch, I will really, really enjoy. And to go fishing at my age and still feel that excitement and passion that you did when you were a kid, to me, that really says it all. So I am really looking forward to this session. Let's see how it goes. Well, would you believe it? First cast I started to get a few taps, and then second cast I had this particular fish. I mean, look at that. That's a lovely fish, lovely roach for this particular water. I'm very, very pleased with that. So the night is young, still an hour or so left of light. I'm thinking really when it gets dark that's where I'll really get into the fish. But for now, I'll tell you something, that's a wonderful fish. I haven't kissed one for a while. There you go. I'm into a small fish. I've been getting lots and lots of taps. Don't even need the net for this one. It's a small roach. Beautiful fish though. I'm back on the brook for a second session. Really enjoyed myself first time round. Caught quite a few roach. I had a lot of bites as well. A few days later the brook has dropped, but there is still colour in it, so that's very useful. Just to show you my rig, which is very, very simple. Well, first of all, I'm using a cage feeder there. As you can see, it's a 17-gram cage feeder. It's just about right to hold the bottom and yet at the same time not be too heavy either. So I've got that. Ooh, just something moved down there. Don't know what it was, but something came up. Interesting. Anyway, back to the point. Hook length is 4 inches. I'm using 2.5 pound Maxima line straight through, and I've got a size 18 Drennan Super Specialist hook and a single maggot there. And to stop the cage feeder, to create the hook length, what I've done is I've got a bead. It's a 5mm bead, you can see it there, and that 5mm bead is over a size 8 shot. So it's a very simple rig, but it's the sort of rig that I use on waters like this, and even rivers a little bit bigger as well, to be honest. So it works for me. Simple. Keep it simple at first, and then if you need to start tinkering with things, then start to look at doing something else. But it worked for me last time, and I've got no doubt it'll work this time around as well. So ready to cast out, and again I'll enjoy myself, I know that much. I'm into a fish. It's been about half an hour and I've just had a little tap and missed bite, cast out, and I've got this one. Need the net for it, so decent enough fish. Obviously not a monster from this brook, but the size of the water, good stuff. Another fish. In the net. Feels like a bed of fish. This is a great time of the day. Into dusk now. Yeah, it's a nice fish. Into dusk now, and this is when the bigger fish in any water will feed. And that's a good one. Well pleased with that, I can tell you. Brilliant. That was a result from the venue. Brilliant. I'm about to cast out again. Here are all the crows. They're all coming into roost for the night in the trees on the far bank. There's my cage feeder, filled with brown crumb and dead maggots. And I've just got a little bit of a tangle at the end. You have to watch things like that, particularly in an overgrown place like I am at the moment. It's not exactly cut out for anglers. I've got to make my own peg. Oh, I've got a text. Probably Steve Williams telling me he's seen my car parked and he knows where I'm fishing. This is a good fish. I don't know what this is, but if it's a roach, it's a very, very good one. I wish I could show you the bend in the rod. Obviously fishing on my own like this, it's not possible. It's coming to the side. Oh. I hope it's a roach. I suspect it might be a chub. I think it's a chub. Yeah, it's a chub. That was a shame. I'd have loved that to have been a roach. Can you hear it crashing around there in the net? Nice fish, but would have been even better if it was a roach. What an amazing fish. From a river or another venue, it wouldn't be particularly a fish that you'd get excited about. But as I've been trying to, stress and emphasise throughout this video, and making no apologies for it either, the size of the brook I'm fishing to catch the roach I have been, and then to catch that chub, that's absolutely amazing. Really, really wonderful. You just don't know what's out there, do you, until you go and give it a go. All of the fish I've caught, no signs whatsoever of being caught before. No signs at all of any anglers even fishing the bits that I've been on. No evidence at all. It's overgrown. I've had to work my way through undergrowth and stuff like that to get there. And even though it's the winter, it's still been a task, a jungle task to get here. So absolutely amazing. Really enjoying these couple of sessions. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making it. If you want to comment on the video on YouTube, as many people do, feel free to do that. I don't actually reply to comments on there, although I let them stand, as long as they don't contain bad language or things like that. But if you do want to make contact with me, there is a Facebook page set up for my Angling Journal, which you can access via the homepage of the Angling Journal itself. So check out the homepage of the Angling Journal. There's also an article as well that accompanies the videos each week, and sometimes people ask questions about the videos that the answers are actually in the article. So the two together do complement one another, the article and the video.